Now this is a model kit from Yuki that I would gladly say does not belong in a bloody fruit bowl. Since the GM3B Master is all orange, it is basically indistinguishable between real oranges and the model kit. This guy is totally different. What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Jegan Blast Master from Gundam Build Divers. Now, I know I didn't do an unboxing of it, so yeah, I'm so sorry because I didn't have the time. I want to build it and get it out of the way straight away. But I have to say, I love the actual box art. And here is the Jegan Blast Master in high-grade form, which is not that remarkable to me in ACGHK. But now that I've built it, well, I understand why I like it, because it just has a lot of firepower, just lots, in subtle places as well. Like the high mega cannon, if I didn't see this in action, I would never have guessed it was a cannon. It's just me though, well, you guys may have seen through it in the first glimpse of it, but well, this guy just has a lot of firepower in a lot of subtle places. Not as much as the XG Mao, so, well, they are still comparable. And the color scheme, well, I did say that it doesn't belong in the fruit bowl because it is not just orange. Now, even the orange has a bit of an accent. So down here, we have that bit of a pumpkin orange. And then on the majority of the orange on the body is basically like a paled out orange, which gives it a bit more accents. And of course, the red. Red and orange, to me, it doesn't really fit together because those are warm colors. Like if you color a kit wrongly with only warm colors, it will look terrible. But I have to say the designers really nailed the color scheme of this guy. Even throwing in some like blue on the actual chest for the satellite like wave receiver or the beam receiver, I don't know. And then we have the white for the crotch piece and then also the satellite cannons. And then the green, the clear green for the visor. Now, speaking about the visor, the hole is actually like pretty interesting to me because there is an actual lens under the visor of the Jegan. So this design really just shows us like Bandai's attention to detail. Like they intentionally made the peg to look like a mono eye under the actual visor, which is pretty cool. So for stickers, there is not a lot. So we have the silver under the actual like piece over here, and then we have the black with silver panel lining on the forehead, the absolutely ugly one on the commander fin over here, and then of course the satellite panels, which I would fully display in a moment. And yep, this does suffer from the same problem as the Gundam X, Double X, basically any X variants that have satellite panels. The stickers tend to peel off because there are textures under the stickers, so you can basically grab your marker or just grab your paint and just paint it. So due to that fact, the stickers peel off easily, but it is not that big of a problem because they still look amazing. And I like how they did the detail in the chest. It's basically like the Karanon Gundam Saga with the GM small shield. The actual lining is underneath the piece, so when you run your finger down, it is a smooth texture, which I really like. So that is all the details for the Jegan Blast Master. For the articulation of this guy, it is basically the old Jegan articulation. So I will guess it is the same as the Jegan because I do not have the actual Jegan. So I will need the information from you guys. But anyways, the head is not on the polycap, so it has a ball joint at the head, and then it has a neck joint in the chest. And all of these actual like fins and designs do not get in the way, thankfully. The arms are pegged so they can rotate. The shoulder armor is independent, so it can go up and down. The same joint is used for the arms to go in and out. It is pretty tight on mine, which I do really need to keep in mind. So, damn it. And then, well, let's use it on this arm. So the arms can rotate, bend at the elbow at one joint, classic universal century articulation. Then the wrist can rotate and wiggle, and then a solid plastic ball joint at the waist, so you can pull it up to cheat, or just have it rotate on the base. And the front skirts can move, side skirts can move, and then the back skirt can move. But it doesn't really matter anyway because the satellite cannons cannot really move out of the way without colliding with the arms, so it's kind of a moot point. And then the legs, they were those crab ball joints, but they integrated the kinda universal articulation design into the old joints. So the inner thighs may look a bit awkward in some angles, but well, it is all for new articulation. So the legs can go forwards, backwards, outwards, as far as this piece of armor will allow it this time because they're not on ball joints. A little bit of rotation thanks to this joint inside, and then a double jointed knee, which gives you a little bit more than 90. And then the feet can go forwards and back, side to side, rotate, and that's basically it. And then for the satellite cannons, there is a page joint at the base, so it can move forward and back. And then there is a ball joint, but you aren't really going to get any side to side movement over here. So you can go forward and back, an actual ball joint at the satellite cannon, so this can bob in and out and move forward and back. And then an actual ball joint in the satellite panels over here. And then an actual joints to allow them to open up. So that is the articulation for the Jegan Blastmaster. I have to say, first time experiencing the Jegan articulation, this guy is not too shabby for a pure firepower suit. For the accessories, well, everything is on the kit. So I really don't know where to start. So let's start with the Jegan cannons on the feet. So this is more of a gimmick than anything. So what you need to do to deploy the Jegan cannons on the feet is basically raise the Sigmaxis cannon of the front skirts, raise the feet, flip the heel down, and then flip the toe down, and now you have the Jegan cannons, which the instructions stated that they are used for tricky situations. Or you can basically kick somebody, clamp them down, and blast them in the cockpit. Your choice. And then it'll also have the beam rifles from the G Self Assault Pack over here. And then of course all of this stuff from different centuries, like the high mega cannon on the forehead, and then the actual Catalyst multi-phase beam cannon on the chest. And then we also have these beam cannons over here. And then of course the elephant in the room, the twin satellite cannons. So what you need to do to deploy them is to just basically unfold the joints, raise the back skirt if necessary, raise them over the head, and collapse them down. Rotate the satellite panels and open them up. It's kind of a tricky thing to do for some reason in this configuration. And just basically rotate them until the reflective side face forward. Flip down the handle. And then make the Jegan hold it. Now it is of course using the old Universal Century hands, which are the split open the finger type of hands, which I really hate. But it really doesn't matter, because the hand only needs to rest on the handle. So let me deploy the other one, and I'll be right back. Last but not least, extend the barrels. So now we have the twin satellite cannon deployed. And then finally, you have the beam sword / beam pistol stored at the back of the satellite cannon. And you may ask, how in the hell is this a beam pistol? Well, the barrel is right here. Well, I will applaud them for subtlety, but it really does need to take quite a bit of a looking into to find out that this is actually also a pistol. And now there is a flat hole over here. So I haven't tested it yet, but I have the double axis beam, which is from the AZ Gundam. So let me see if this works. And it does. I don't know if the Gundam Axis beam will work, like 3D effect, but actually, well, you have an option over here. Use it as a beam pistol and a beam sword. So let's just tediously take this handoff back again and give this accessory to the Blast Master. Unfortunately though, these swords slash pistols come in this circular handle. Well, yes, of course, another weapon for the Barbaros Lupus Rex sub-arms. This would actually rotate in the hand. While it doesn't really matter that much for the sword, for the pistol it does matter, because when it just rotates without you knowing it, it would just mess up its aim and mess up the actual pose. So that is it for the Jegan Blast Master. Now, before I do comparisons, here are a few extra parts. So for the C plate, we have the original waist frame, we have the traditional crotch piece with the V, and you have the head over here, have another hand cover for the trigger finger hand, and then more parts of the original head, I believe. Sorry for burping throughout the entire thing. And then for the A plate, now it does come with every single part you need for the original Jegan beam rifle, which is pretty nice, more firepower for your Jegan Blast Master. And well, unfortunately you cannot craft the shield. And then yeah, good thing they dumped this. And then you have the trigger finger hand over here. You have some antennae, which I don't know what they're for. Don't know what this piece is for. And I don't know where the thruster goes. I hope there is some piece that is compatible with this thruster. I really want to use it. And then for the new plates, there are leftover parts on the new plates, surprisingly. So we have like these for the new leg joints, and then you have an extra like central joint, and then you have this adapter on the N1 and the N2 plate left over, which basically allows you to do this. So I snapped one of them off. So basically you take the Jegan's back skirt and then peg this onto the piece, and then take this part and rip off the satellite cannons and then plug it on. Now this is what I would call a satellite cannon for any kit. Now let me bring in the double sky, transform it into its last position.
And I hope the sky drives do not get in the actual way. Oh crap, they do. So let me actually remove the thing and then plug it. I can't plug it on. Seriously, what the hell?
Well, there you go. There you go. Improvisation really pays off. Well, 00 with satellite cannons. With that clumsiness out of the way, this would actually enable you to use the satellite pack for any kit that has a double peg system or any adapter that has a double peg system. So, well, that's some customization for you guys. So for comparisons, regretfully, I cannot bring down the Gundam X Ju Mao because it is in the way in the back of the shelf. I know I use this excuse every time, but I have 2 levels to my shelf, and there are some really volatile like kits that I really do not want to destroy in order to get that kit out. So let's just actually compare it with the other members of the Build Divers Force. So here we have his best buddy, the Gundam 00 Sky. This is the version where the creators smoked weed before making this color scheme, so yep, there you go. And then we have the RX-0 waifu over here. Yeah, please call me out on puns.
Everybody do the
And everything's falling apart. And then last but not least, the IBO Imposter, the Gabaldi Rebake. Let's get a high up shot. Now all I need is the Momoka pool and force build divers will be built. So that is the review of the Jegan Blast Master. What do I think of this kit? Well, this guy is absolutely unique. Like, I will not go for a Jegan just because it is kind of the unicorn arc of grunt suits, but this guy really just tops the charts for me because it is so unique. It has like a lot of firepower in subtle places, and well, I just really like the design of how it incorporates a lot of different weapons into one body. And most importantly, the color scheme is not dull. So I would definitely recommend you guys to get this kit just for the customization options. I highly doubt that Bandai will release a build custom kit just for the satellite cannons, but I may be wrong. So for the customization options and just for the unique kit, well, this guy is really worth the price. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more gunplay reviews, gunplay news, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to the featured channels on my channel page if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.